Hey guys, it's Albertium back with another guide for Saros, and it's going to be, well, we're almost at the end. So this boss, you know, it can be tricky. It's the penultimate boss, guys, and I'm gonna make it simple for you. And you know how this goes. Before I even think about asking you to click that like or subscribe button for me, please allow me a chance to earn that from you. With that being said, let's get in on this. And the boss fight itself. Now, in order to actually do damage to the HP bar, you need to dispatch 3 of these clones. It is a perfect opportunity to make short work out of them using your super power. And then, once you do, the real fight is gonna be starting until it actually repeats again. But one thing at a time. So we're gonna be covering some of these attacks, and when she is doing this thing, you just stand still and you jump over the incoming rings. Anytime she's doing this and you see these little red tears coming down from the sky, it means that another yellow attack is going to be spiraling out of her, so you can kind of dodge between these two attacks. This is a perfect opportunity to recharge your superpower, but you have to be careful in order to jump over the incoming rings again, because this is going to be really, really handy. When she is doing that, well, you can just stay in the middle and the yellow rings are going to be flying about and around you. Just make sure that you don't collect any with your shield. Otherwise, you're going to get a little bit of, well, corruption, but it shouldn't be that big of a problem. Sometimes you don't even need to use the shield, just stay in the middle. And then it's basically just rinse and repeat throughout the entire boss fight. Well, this phase at least. The phase 1 actually has a phase 2 of its own, and that's going to be these 3 clones yet again. Killing the one in the middle is something I recommend, and then once the other 2 are on the screen, always position yourself so that you are between them and pulling back, because of this attack right here. It allows you to dodge both of these overlapping attacks by simply jumping once, and if it's the other attack, it's going to be also very easy to position between them. And phase 2. Now, phase 2 looks a lot more confusing and scary than what it actually is. There's no point in shooting at these 3 clones. All you have to do from the very beginning is go and hit these 3 things while also minding your footing, because there's going to be overlapping patterns and you do not want to get stuck in that. So you need to be fast, but you cannot be rushing it at the same time. So this is going to be causing the boss to lose the clones and be a single unit here. So it's going to be perfect for you yet again to be attacking and actually doing damage to the HP bar. So all of this is going to be very, very easy to dodge. Everything is heavily telegraphed. Anytime it is blue attacks, you're going to be just soaking that up and recharging your super move. Now, this big blob on her chest is her weak spot. So once you are using your super move, make sure you're firing there. And then it's going to be a time to just repeat everything again, because the clones are going to resurface, so you have to be hitting those things yet again. Phase 3. Now, phase 3 can actually be pretty gosh darn scary. The principle is basically the same as phase 2. You are gonna have to go and hit these things. Now, luckily, she is shooting a lot of the, when it comes to corruption, and if you have to be hit, much rather be hit by corruption than the red projectiles. So if you cannot dodge one of them, maybe just, choose one of the lesser evils and choose the corruption. Other than that, you have to be quick on your feet, because it's kind of confusing when it comes to the platforms. They are just moving, some of them are crumbling, so you do have this one, and you can always, if you're daring enough, jump to the side a little bit like I did there to dodge certain attacks. Now, those things that you kind of have to hit, they are gonna be repeating multiple times throughout this fight, and also depending on how fast you move. Remember, the red attacks, they are kind of slow moving, and if you are moving faster, obviously you're going to be on top of everything, and the boss is gonna have a little bit more trouble keeping up with you. Now, remember, you also have the overdrive ability, so use that strategically once she is almost dead. Do not pop that, too soon, otherwise it's going to be a huge colossal waste. Now, I did say earlier, maybe choose the corruption instead of that. That is also going to be hurting you, but hurting a little bit less. Guys, that's the boss fight. You got this.